denominations in Sephardic culture. There's no such thing as conservative or Orthodox or Reform. Traditional Jews who are Arab speaking. It makes so much sense now that they would not have been welcomed.
They can't be controlled.
Their belief in God would not have allowed them to engage in certain types of practices. Like they were literally living and flourishing and progressing in Arab spaces. Why would you spit on the very individuals that sheltered you when Christians didn't?
Because they adopted.
And that's what happened in the 60s. Like the Mizrahi Jews who came from Arab countries, they did the universities in Israel. They did the Black Panther movement. It's for like oppressed Mizrahi Jews, like who are oppressed by the Ashkenazi or like European Jews in Israel. Which is like, it's so documented. You can, like, anyone can check it. And you see, like, even people stay alive today. It's not, like, so far away. They will tell you, like, what happened to them. You know, when they go to the kibbutz, how they, like, separate them from, like, the Europeans ones. They give them, like, dirty jobs. Even the Yemeni Jews, they took their children from them. And they are adopted by European ones who cannot have children. You know, this is happening. This is a reality.
Yeah, Izzy, I just want to say something to you quickly. See, like the whole problem is literally the anti-Semitism problem. It's basically a European problem. Jewish everywhere else, they were thriving, having a good life. They were not prosecuted. It's only in Europe, literally. And my hypothesis, I felt like European countries are too embarrassed to actually address the issue of anti-Semitism because of how they treated the Ashkenazi Jews in Europe, right? And the Zionism project, it's just a racist project. You know, they use Judaism as a cover-up, literally.
That is true.
And even the founder of the Zionism founder, or one of the major guys, Theodor Herz. He's an atheist. He's not even a Jew believer. You know, he was not.
Most of them were atheists and secularists.
Yeah, most of them were atheists. So the whole thing, like Jews were thriving in Yemen, in Egypt, even in Sudan, in Iraq, in Ethiopia, in Iran. Until today, there's Iranian Jews that live there, and there's an Iranian Jew elected member of parliament in the Iranian parliament today.
More than that,
guess what? They are so rich. Like Iranian Jews today, they are so rich, like so multi-rich. You know, they have the best life there in Iran. They don't even need anything from America, you know, or from like to get help from the other Jews. They don't need nothing.
In fact, you want to hear something crazy? When Iranian Jews were coming here, God, this is a long time ago, but when they were coming here, many of the parents, and they did go through some religious persecution under the Ayatollah, but when they came here with immense wealth. And it never made sense to me that some of the richest, like if you go into Brooklyn, and you see some of the synagogues on Ocean Parkway, what is the other one? Is it B'nai Yosef? I have to think, like pure gold, like that they brought from their own country. Some of the richest communities come from Arab countries. How were they able to make that much wealth in those countries, only to come here to be, one, discriminated against by Ashkenazim? Let's just call a spade a spade. And I've had actually conversations with many community leaders from those spaces, and then to kind of look down on the very people that they lived with at one point peacefully. It's wild. It's wild. I don't know too many Sephardic Jews who came here and cut their names in half and cut off their side curls and spit in their grandparents' faces because they wanted to assimilate to everything but Judaism. You couldn't do that. Dummy, I was talking about Ashkenazi Jews.
Yeah.